Hi guys, welcome to Creations by Karen, and today we're going to make another craft that I'm going to be selling at my London Spring Craft Show here in London, Ontario. Please remember that I live in Canada. Not everything can be purchased in the United States, but look around and see what you can find, okay? So something that always sells well are these mugs. Mugs seem to be a really popular item at craft shows, especially when you fill them with good stuff. So we're going to take this mug, and I've got a couple of things inside here. Ghirardelli Chocolate, like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill this mug, and this mug has a saying on both sides. So I got this at Michael's. It's celebrated bulk shred. So we're just going to take this and we're going to put, I don't know, 3 little handfuls in here. 1, 2, and a little bit more. There we go. A little bit more. And we'll put more in a second. So the first thing I'm going to put in this mug are this Tim Hortons Cappuccino. Tim Hortons is really popular in Canada. I know there are other places it's not as popular, but here it is. Everybody likes their Tims. So I just put my Tim Hortons cappuccino in there. And then another thing I got were these chocolate bars, and I got them at my local Giant Tiger, which again is in Canada, and certainly you can get something like this in the States or anywhere else. Is fine. Just find something that you like. And I'm going to wrap it with something. So I got this coffee paper, and I'm measuring it. So let's measure it. So it is directional. Remember that. That's key. So it is 4 on the short side and 5, looks like it's 5.5 on the long side. That up here, I'm going to need that again. And then I'm just going to, just going to wrap this chocolate bar. So take some double-sided tape. This is what I'm using, and it's stuck everything here. Okay. Make sure you have a garbage handy. I like to take some double-sided tape. Let's see here. Just run your finger over it. There it is. And I just put some double-sided tape just kind of this way along the back of it. You don't have to put that much on it, but it just secures it to this. And then I'm just going to take something, see what I got available here. Apparently I thought I was ready for this. Not so much. Take these scissors and just tear off this tape. Apparently that's not going to work. That does though. So just take your tape and tear it off. And then I'm going to put it, and this is double-sided, it has it on both sides, which is kind of nice. So I'm laying this down. I want it to be in the middle, as close to the middle as you can. Hold this, and then I'm just going to put this on here, like so. And then on this piece, I'm going to put another piece of double-sided tape and just secure that down. Once again, you don't have to use a lot because it's just going to be going in the garbage. And this is something that you really need to think about when you're doing a craft show. Remember, you want it to look good, but remember it's going in the garbage. All right, so that's good. It's my chocolate bar. Look, it's got coffee on it. I like it. Going with the coffee theme here. And then I've got my tape here, which is good. And I'm just going to put a bead of tape along the back, just like so. And I'm just going to affix it to here. And that way I know it's secure on there. So it's not going to move around, just like that. You don't want that. So then I take more of my shred, and I'm just going to put some shred on the inside. And this is be great for men, because all men need something for Easter. Okay, so I put my shred in there. A little bit more would work. Just like that. Okay. Pretty good, eh? Looks good to me. Then I have a Ghirardelli chocolate that I'm going to use as well with this. I'm just going to put a piece of this on here. And I'm just going to stick it onto here. And the reason I'm doing that is that I want everything to be sort of secure. Right, so there's the Ghirardelli chocolate. I'm just going to put this aside for a second. And I want to put some of these in here. These are Hershey Nuggets. So I like to go with just 3 Hershey Nuggets. And I like to go all one kind. Totally up to you. And then I've got a scrap piece that I used on another one. Oh, I got my cat here wants to come in. Lexi, you don't want to do that. Go away. Okay. So I want to cut this. I want 3 pieces at 1 inch long. So I'm cutting it lengthwise at 1 inch. See if I can get 2 out of here. That would be great. Looks like we're set. That does not look like it will fit, so we're going to toss that. And then I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. So lengthwise. And remember, this is directional paper. So 3 inches by 1 inch. And it took me a couple of times to do this. That's a little scrap. I'm not going to need that. And I need 1 more. I certainly have more of this paper. So I'm just keeping my remnants. Basically, I'm done with this. I'm going to keep that. You never know. Putting that up. All right, and now I'm going to wrap this. Got my tape, double-sided tape, and I'm going to put this on the back of my Hershey Nugget. Well, not at the back. So I'm kind of make a T. You'll see why in a second. Make your T, right? And then I'm going to put these up and I'm going to wrap these Hershey Nuggets to look cute. So I come to the middle of the Hershey Nugget and then just wrap it around. And I use 3. You can use as many as you want. 3 works for me. And if you do it this way, you'll soon figure out that the coffee cups are exactly at the front, which is good. 3. Okay, so I got that. Got my Ghirardelli chocolate in there. And I'm just going to stick these down inside. And I want them to be right side up. So there they go. 3 fits perfectly. Okay, so there's what my my mug looks like, all filled up. Pretty nice. Let's wrap it. Okay. Oh, and before I forget, I get my Tim Hortons. Comes in a package of 15 French vanilla cappuccino and 15 hot chocolate. And I get this at my local Costco. All right, once again, we're going to keep going and we're going to wrap it. Hang on. Okay, we're going to wrap it with cellophane. I got this at my local Dollar Tree. I've ordered some from Amazon because it comes in a bigger roll. So just open this up, and I figured out that if you do this right, you can get 3 out of 1. And I got this at Dollar Tree. It's not very big, but we're going to open it up, and I'm just going to cut a square. I want it to be like a square. Well, it's pretty good. Take some scissors. Just going to cut that out. Don't worry if you make jagged ends. I'm going to cut it off anyway. Is it perfect? Nope. It's going to look good though. Okay. Take this and make a triangle with it. And I got my mug. And I'm going to try to make it in the center. Always a challenge. You can do this. I know you can. Take this, top to bottom. Now when you don't have it exactly in the center, just move it. Alright? I always start at the handle part when I'm wrapping these. So just scrunch it down like this and come up really gently. And the reason I'm saying gently is because you want this pretty okay, so you don't have to finagle it at all. Yes, you'll probably have to do some finagling, but it's okay. We'll make it work. Just go on up like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just pull this up so it looks pretty. Looks good to me. And then I'm just going to take a tie wrap. You can use whatever you like. I like a tie wrap. I just feel like I have more control if I use a tie wrap. But once again, that's just my preference. It should come above the chocolate bar. So just tuck this into the tie wrap. That can be a challenge sometimes. You can make it work. Just take your time making this. Okay. And snug it up. Pretty snug, but not all the way. Because at this point, you really want it to pull this to make sure everything's where you want it. So it's nice and tight. Tight is good. And if you're really gently coaxing it, you're not going to tear this stuff. Okay. Snug it up. I put the back, the tie wrap, where I put it together at the back. Just take some scissors, clip that off. Now, this is something that I like to do. You don't have to, this would be fine just to wrap it. See how they're different, like, sizes. I just come up and I just come up to the center and then I cut this off. Perfect. And then you can fan this out. That's what you want. All right. We're gonna need some ribbon. I got this ribbon on Amazon. It's just white ribbon. I like white, and the reason is if they don't buy it for, say, Easter, they're buying it for Father's Day, or they're buying it for birthdays or something. If you use white, you don't have to, like, it's not going to scream Easter. All right, I'm gonna just wrap this around front of it, and I've covered that end of the tie wrap, and I'm just going to tie this in a knot. So look, it comes down. Perfect. All right, now I want to make a tag. I've already made a tag, a couple of them actually, and these were bigger, and I'm going to use this, and I think this is a 1-inch circle punch. I think it's 1 inch. And I'm just going to cut just one out for you. And I'm going to put a stamp on it. And this stamp, I have no idea where I got it. It was in my stash. This is Versafine Claire. Got to open this up, and I'm just going to stamp it. It says coffee. It'll show you in a second. Just come down. And then we're just going to go a little bit from the top, more towards the bottom, like this. Coffee. Cover this up, and after every time I use this, I use a Lysol wipe to wipe off my stamp, because if you don't do this, you'll be sorry. Just wipe off the stamp so it's nice and clean for the next time you want to use it. Perfect. Make sure you have garbage handy. All right, I'm gonna punch something else, hole in the center of this. So I'm going to the top, and I'm just gonna punch a hole in the top. That's good, just like that. And then I'm going to attach it to my ribbon that I've got going here. Now I know this is backwards for you guys, but look, I'm just going to put this in here. And they can put the to and from on the back of this. Just tying in a nice bow. Key is bow. Make it nice. I'll turn it around in a second. Just turn it around. You don't want this bow to be huge. Well, at least I don't. I want it to be small. Just take the ends and I pull it a little bit. Sometimes you need to fuss with it. That's okay. We can do it. Look, my pretty little bow I've got. See, it's a little, I've wasted all this. I know. That's okay. I'm just going to cut this off. Just like that. Make them the same. That looks really good. I like it. All right. There you go. A another item for my craft show is done. I'm going to be making a lot of them. Probably going to put this in the male section, so I have gifts for him and gifts for her. So this will be in the gifts for him. I'll make them prettier, like with nice colored stuff for the girls. Yeah, what do you think? All right, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like and to subscribe so you know every time I go on live and do a craft for my spring and summer craft shows. So there you have it, guys. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye now.